All right, we are live now. Hi, everybody. We're the good guys. I'm your dungeon master this week. I'm John, and it looks like we're missing a half-orc vengeance paladin as well as a vampire spawn, which leaves us with 2 gnomes and a pissed-off drow. And a perpetually pissed off drow. Can we get any more alliteration there?
Why are we so angry? Be happy. We're not dead.
A peppy, pretty, but perpetuously pissed off drow.
Yeah, basically.
Can I be heard at all since I'm behind the microphone?
Not very well.
No.
Like, I have to yell when I'm DMing and I'm behind the mic.
Depends. John, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Barely? Okay.
No, it's I can hear you.
It's hard to do that voice loud. But I will do my best. I'm actually only like 4 feet from the microphone.
I was gonna
so
say,
really
if you're on the other side of your house, that might be part of the problem.
No, I'm literally like 4 feet from the microphone. I'm just on the other side of the microphone and it's directional.
He's facing me. I'm prioritized.
You probably don't want to be on that side of the mic then, because it's getting all the wrong notes.
He's making cocktails, so...
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
That's just his voice.
Where's the trigger?
Yeah, because it sounds like you're talking through a metal pipe. While in another room.
He's running around trying to find the jigger.
I'm a strainer. Got it.
We can start, though. He can hear us,
Yes,
obviously.
I can hear you just fine. I can hear better than her. I'm like standing right next to the speakers. It's very loud.
Yeah. Okay, so you're consolidating after a fight. The Revenant Hallister choked a dude out pretty good. You got some vengeance. Yeah, some vengeance. Hallister remembered he forgot something towards the beginning of the this level of the dungeon. To get the other members of his party will require some backtracking. Should the party decide to go that route? Otherwise,
Yeah, because it was the Goblin Market, right?
Yeah. He senses that. Yes, I sense that we missed something. I must go. I am compelled to do so.
Yeah. Well, your compelling seems to be a little inconsistent there, Hallith. But fine, I'll help you murder things.
I'm surprised. That's sort of your thing, isn't it?
It is my thing. Thank you. And I'm gonna go over I'm standing next to that that thing, the bug creature with the hooks.
Oh, the Mezzaloth.
Can't remember what it was called.
Mezzaloth. Yeah.
I would like to kick it.
You may kick it.
Like you.
Its body's beginning to decompose rapidly because it's a demon. So,
Yeah.
Splat. You kind of kick it. There's just like a spray of just demonic goop.
Good.
It's dead. You killed it. All right.
All right, Shorties, are we following him?
Yeah. So we'll go through it. I've got you folks grouped up here. So to unwind this, we're gonna go back through this hallway here. This oddly long hallway. Thank you, Chris Perkins. Things are sounding slingy. Back to this room. There is a wall of bones.
All right, we need to climb back over that.
happily watch you climb over and lower a rope.
I don't think you're going to be able to stay on top of it.
Well, I actually would like to try a new thing. How thick is the wall?
Probably about 8 to 10 feet at its base.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to the base of the wall and it's like, bro, I want to try these things. I've got these new shoes that I've been working on, and I want to see if they work. And so, Gerald is gonna walk up to the wall and just all of a sudden zoop and disappear and reappear on the other side of the wall.
So what are you doing?
The winding path.
Using his boots of the winding path, which
You haven't been there in this round.
doesn't have to be in this round.
Yes, it says in the current round.
No, it just says place you've been before.
No, in this round.
What? No, that doesn't
Yes.
make any. That doesn't make any sense. That defeats the whole purpose.
No, it's so that you like run up to someone and you teleport away. I'm not lying.
I think you're. Hang on. Ashton's telling me that my cool thingies don't do the things that I think they do. I think she's wrong.
This must be a common item. It says during the current turn.
It's not a common item. It's a wondrous item.
Well, that's just the type, as in not a weapon.
Oh.
Ooh, I got to plug in the.
Is this
computer
something that
and
you
all
made
that.
as a gnomish thing? Like as your
It's an
artific-
infusion.
Yeah, okay, so that's why it's not that powerful. It's an infusion.
At some point during the current. Fuck!
Yes, it's written there.
It's so an infusion's like going to be like it's not going to like be a world altering thing.
Well, I thought it just said a place you've been before.
No, it says in this current.
And then you stopped reading. You're like, "Oh good."
Well, the rest are just superfluous words. I don't need to read all of the words.
Not that I mind, but yeah, you're starting with a pair of boots and attuning to them.
Isn't that the Trump mindset?
Hey, I just read the words that I like. He doesn't read any words.
It's like
That's true. He needs pictures.
it's like, "Oh wow, with this gnomish or artificer infusion, I can make an Eye of Vecna." Wow. Like, sorry. You know what that is, right?
Yes, I do know
Okay.
that.
I was like that would be, I don't know. Somebody balanced it at some point. So everybody climbing. So yeah, this is the wall of hobgoblin bones and other goodness.
I will help the gnomes get up over the wall. As I assume neither of them have very high athletics scores.
Okay.
How dare you make assumptions, woman?
Yeah, so both of
Am I wrong?
both the gnomes would make a strength check with advantage.
Okay.
Athletics?
Sorry, athletics.
Okay.
I literally just read
That
that and
makes
then
a
said the other
difference for
thing.
me.
Ooh, that's the first one. Oof. 13.
Do you want me to roll for you,
You're
sweetheart?
successful.
Sure.
Thud. Roll.
That I know that such a satisfying thud. That's a 19 minus 2.
Oh wow, that's a
So
stat dump.
17.
Yeah, that makes it so both you're able to kind of like and get both the gnomes make it over. They importantly you make it over without disturbing any of the bones. It's just nice and smooth. Everything's quiet. The dungeon is thus undisturbed.
And I'm going to try and get myself over.
Yep, athletics check.
Oh, that's good. Thank you, sweetie.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 17 plus numbers.
Yeah, you're able to make it over.
20. Yeah, 17 plus 3. Woo! Just. I'm light.
Do. Okay. Well, that was weird. Rotated everything. So Hallister, I'm gonna put him in front. He's like, I must get my revenge. He's such a vengeful revenant.
So vengeful.
We're making our way downtown, walking fast.
Do faces past? Are we
Yes.
home now?
There's that statue. I should check for secret doors. Okay. Yep. No secret doors here. None to be found.
What that is.
Is that a song?
Mm-hmm.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Somebody never saw Stepsisters. Is that the movie I'm thinking of?
No, it's White Girls.
White Girls?
I haven't seen it either. I just know it because that was our generation music.
So you're
all over the radio.
You're returning to this copper-floored laboratory. You can go through the door that's now accessible, or you can go through the southern passage.
They both go to the same place. Let's just go through the door because that was the quicker way through.
You're passing your favorite cursed sword.
Give it a nice kick.
All right, use Mage Hand to put it on the back of her hand.
You mean I now have a sword on my foot? Great. Should have 3 weapons.
I just want to look and it's like, oh, look, a sword. Are you sure you don't want to pick that up?
How long does alarm last? Oh, no, it passed. Okay, never mind. Yep.
Yeah. We've taken a long rest.
It lasts 8 hours. So
yeah,
it's gone now.
it's gone. Okay. Then, so if you follow Hallister, he'll take you north. There is another laboratory to the west that I'm going to tempt you with.
Do we want to... Hey, nerds, do you want to look at the lab stuff, or do you want to follow Murder Hobo?
Is that a real question? Nerd stuff.
I figured.
Woo! Squirrel! As Augustus runs off.
Yeah,
I
if
need to keep it alive.
yeah, like if the group like turns north, I'll be like, ooh, a lab, and just keep walking.
Hal is just going to be like, he's going to stop and he's just like, really?
Hey, we just killed one of your bitch-ass friends. Give the nerds this time.
He's like,
Is that a laugh?
he's like looking at, he like pulls out like a pocket watch, like
A sundial.
sundial.
Man, I'm not a... First of all, if you're taking out a sundial in a dungeon, like, come on, dude. This is why you ended up at the bottom of the well.
Bruh.
Like,
Maybe this is
come
why
on,
they killed him. This first room you enter appears to be an abandoned laboratory. It is filled with dusty tables and cauldrons. If you investigate, you will notice that the stone hearth is cold. Piled atop the tables appear to be some sort of equipment.
Can I investigate further?
Yes.
I'd like to.
So go ahead and roll investigation as you go throughout the room.
Ooh.
Which I know you've got like a plus a million too.
Ooh.
20, not natural.
plus 7.
16.
Okay. Easy enough. These appear to be alchemical tools, some sort of alchemy type magic. However, everything here is just ancient. There's like this kind of workbench at the north side of the room. None of this appears to be usable. The potion bottles appear to have all dried up, or they're just damaged. There's kind of cobwebs everywhere.
Can I like open a couple and just lightly waft and see if I can say again? I am an alchemist, so I'm just curious. Oh, do I recognize any of these?
I'm just gonna lean against the hearth and just kind of tap.
What was someone making here?
So you're
I'll keep
going
watch.
to you're inspecting. Wait, sorry,
Yes.
I missed what you said.
I'm inspecting the bottles.
How are you doing? You're I'm assuming picking them up.
Walking.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you pick up your first bottle and pop this dried, crumbling cork. As you begin to sniff, you do feel this kind of arcane energy as the lab kind of pulses.
What did you
Oh,
do?
that was interesting.
What did you?
Gusta, did you sense that? That was new.
I'm just nonchalantly. I'm just gonna take out both swords and be like, okay, what's happening?
Like, that was awesome. Whatever you did, do it again.
Why?
I just want to look over at her. I was like, must you always think that something's out to get you?
No, but I'd rather have these out so I can stab it.
Philistine.
I'm sorry. Would you like it to stab you instead?
No, that's why you're here.
Exactly. That's why the swords are here. Duh.
That's why the swords are here. Now I have homework. I actually didn't think you guys would backtrack. I was pretty dead set that you were gonna just split with them. But you know,
he's saying I want to go murder stuff. Like, I think Ashlyn's gonna figure off that course.
Gerald, what's your passive perception?
No. Survival.
What?
So I can murder more things.
What's your passive perception? I didn't get that. Write that down before.
Oh, 15.
Okay.
We have passive?
Okay.
Yeah, Triss and other guy, Triss and Gerald.
Horrible strength.
You do kind of hear like this kind of like this just of like a ghostly breath coming from the southwest.
Wait, so that was me?
You and Triss both heard it.
Yeah.
So he was like, you know, it's possible that the previous inhabitant may not be thrilled with us sort of poking around, and they may have come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, great news then, because then you can ask them what they're doing here.
Are there any lights in this room?
It's dark.
Okay, cool. Then I'm just defensive stancing and I'm invisible.
I just want to turn to Augustus and be like, do you realize that it's possible, you know, if he comes back, we might be able to ask him what he was doing here. It's really fascinating, all these... I mean, this is totally my world. I'd love to exchange notes. I wonder if he'd be willing to chat.
See, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a great thing. I want to cast light on the hearth that's cold. It doesn't make it hot, just makes it glow. Like,
oh, damn it!
What? Oh no, I'm scared to ask.
I think that's a great idea.
You cast light and suddenly you can see Triss again. So I'm invisible. So it's dark. I am visible. So there's light.
Gerald, what's your AC?
18.
Are you asking his AC so the thing that's coming wants to talk?
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
And things like that. I don't know why he'd be interested in that, though. Really.
He's going for a hug. What's your AC?
Make a Constitution saving throw when you're ready.
Con save 15.
Woo! Okay, you're taking 10 points of necrotic damage.
Ow!
Augustus, you cast light on the hearth. As you cast light on the hearth, and I'm flavoring this heavily, you can almost make out like a shadow. Like there's somebody standing next to Gerald, but there's nothing clearly there, as you can kind of see some of his life force attempting to be sucked out of him.
Oh fuck, is that an invisible stalker?
And now we make...
like, Trish! Trish!
Let's all roll for initiative.
I'm well aware I'm terrible at fighting, so...
Yeah, I got it. Do I see the thing?
You see nothing.
I see nothing. Great. I just see I see him pointing.
I'm just trying to make this spookier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Consider me spooked.
Augustus or Gerald just like, you do feel like I said this is an attempted life drain. You succeeded the con save, so you're not permanently weakened yet.
Yes.
He seems to like you, Gus. Ask your questions now.
Are we going into...
This is combat.
Okay, so initiative?
Yep.
Okay. Fairy fire.
This is the smallest combat I think we've had so far.
Fucking book.
What are you looking for?
The artificer.
So yeah, let me know what your initiative rolls are. Whenever.
Mine is not great for me. 18.
10.
Woo!
That's not great.
Oh,
Nice.
Gerald.
20!
You're gonna go before me.
20!
It's the first time I'm not first.
That's pretty good, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty.
I rolled a 3 and a 12.
18 plus 2.
Ooh.
Look at
I like the
that.
flavor this is. I'm spooked, so I'm just going last. Like, ah!
Right, is it my turn then?
Okay, yeah. So
Okay,
you're up first. You're up first. There is something near you. You can probably feel it, just like a very slight breeze, and having the life sucked out of you.
Just want to like sort of look in the general direction. That really wasn't very nice. You know that. I really don't appreciate that, and I'm gonna oh no, that's not gonna work, is it? Damn! I had a plan. My plan's gone awry. Bugger. Right. It's just gonna be simple. I'm gonna sort of like, can I back up and sort of like hop up onto the table?
I think you're able to. Yeah, you probably make a quick acrobatics check to. There's a lot of clutter.
For Grace.
Mm-hmm.
That is I was surprisingly graceful. Acrobatic. That was also a 20.
Okay. You back away from the perceived source of this drain.
I'm basically getting all my good rolls out now before they actually
Before you need them. Yeah.
Exactly, before I might actually need them. Right, so I'm just going to shoot a firebolt at the general area where I think this unpleasant thing is. And I'm going to try and sort of space the bolts out by maybe a foot or two, so maybe hopefully one will hit the other one right.
Firebolt is 1 at this level, right?
No, it's 2d10 at this point.
Well, yes, but it's 1 beam.
Is it 1 beam?
Yes.
I think it's 1 beam, yeah.
It's 2 beam.
No, you're thinking Eldritch Blast.
Oh, yes, I am. Sorry. Never mind.
That's disadvantage for an invisible enemy?
Yeah, it's disadvantage if it's invisible.
Okay. I'm okay with that you felt a breeze.
11 plus 8 is 19.
That connects. Wow. Cool.
Lovely. And actually, I totally realized something cool. I get to add +4 to anything that has fire, acid, or poison, or
Yeah, so
something
essentially
else
he
damage.
takes out this like set of bottles and it's like instead of firebolts you're like tossing a like
Basically, it's more like a Molotov cocktail.
You can see this like
So
kind of,
basically-
you can see that you can make out this slight shimmer, and you just start throwing stuff at it.
I like that.
So what's the damage type?
D10s. What?
What's the damage type you're doing?
Oh, it's firebolt, so it's fire.
Oh, it's fire. Okay. You're just RPing that you're throwing a violin.
good.
Cool.
That was a bit shit. So it did connect, but it did a whopping grand total of 11.
Okay. Yeah, and as your little fire bottle explodes, you can kind of make out this figure, this ghostly figure, for just a split second before the fire dissipates. Triss, it's your turn.
Did I see the ghostly figure?
Make a perception check. I need to pull up a character
Like,
sheet.
did I
Hang
see
on.
him shoot fire?
Throw a Molotov.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh.
Is that a 7 or
That's a 7. That's a
I just want to make sure you weren't distracted with the hearth.
12.
Okay, and then I'm gonna have him just make a. Oh shit. Okay. You didn't see. You. So I don't know how this works, but it just rolled really good on stealth.
That's okay. I have a backup thing. So I hear him kind of like "Ah!" and toss something that way. And I'm going to cast Fairy Fire. Like, what's the radius of Fairy Fire?
30 feet.
30 feet?
It's an AoE
okay,
thing?
it's just that whole little bit. And I'm sorry.
Round.
Yeah, basically everyone's getting Fairy Fired. I apologize. I hope you roll well on your dex checks.
I think that's fair enough. Yeah, you would. I think you would have. Yes.
It's a really low DC. It's DC 10 because it's from my charisma because it's a drow ability.
Oof.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
So is that gonna outline it?
It does. So if he fails,
Well, we all
right,
have to
right.
roll.
everyone has to roll because I'm casting it just in general.
So he's doing a dex save.
Fairy Fire is. Nope. Dancing Lights, Hunter's Mark.
So you heard the shattering glass and the firebolt and kind of whipped around, and you're like, ah, Fairy Fire.
I don't see anything, so I assume that something's invisible, so I'm casting Fairy Fire.
Should have got that lantern.
What's the save?
Sorry. It's not in my
Just let me know the
selection.
DC.
I think you said
It's a 10.
dexterity 10.
Dex. Dex save 10.
It made it.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Oof.
It was a Hail Mary.
It's okay. Wait, what about Gerald?
I made it.
Okay. So it was just kind of a dud, unfortunately.
It was, but if it worked, it would have been great. It didn't, so I'm gonna.
The ground in a 20-foot radius erupts with this vibrant, pinkish fairy fire. Who did you summon? And it goes, woof. And at the end of it, Gerald's just staring at you like, what the fuck was that?
Gerald just is like, do you realise that makes it easier for them to hit us too?
Yeah.
Did you not aim?
Oh my.
I can aim at you if you want.
I'm not the target. He's trying to kill you.
He's just trying to kill you.
Well, bet you're next.
I didn't touch anything.
What's your AC again, Gerald? Is it 17 or
He's
less?
still trying to kill me.
It's what?
18.
Oh wow, okay. Yep. You do feel the tingle this time from your other side as this this life drain attempts to initiate, and you're able to kind of like you muster up the willpower to resist it. Being an experienced arcane sort of
Alchemist.
Yes. That's its action.
Did you not do that?
It is going to be Augustus. It's your
Everything
turn.
in the lab is like everything in that 20-foot radius around around Gerald is glowing violet.
Aw, pretty. Hope this doesn't use your flavor text against you. But I'd like to grab looks like there's like goblets, or if they're not, vials, whatever's like next to me on the table. Cast light on that so the first light will stop. So I'm gonna cast light on that and huck it below where I last saw it, because it glue for a second when I lit up the first time.
So you're throwing
That's
the
the thought
bottle?
process.
Is that what I heard?
Yeah, basically grabbing like a mug, bottle, whatever like handheld things on the table next to me, cast light on it, and just kind of like tossing it where it was last.
It was south. The last time you saw it make an attack attempt would have been actually now to the west of Gerald. So you're gonna throw the bottle.
Yeah, because I assume I recognize the spell Fairy Fire, so like, okay, she can't see it. And it lit up for a second last time I did this, so...
And let's get a Let's get a magic circle
Okay,
for fairy fire.
see. I get you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to light it up so people can like, momentarily see it.
I don't
Because
know.
I'm basically out of spells, so.
Yeah, I got a few left, but that's it.
And then let's get this to 20 feet. I'm just gonna,
Yeah, 20 foot.
just gonna put it there.
Is that the fairy fire?
Yeah. Let me know if that needs to be sized differently.
That I think fits. It's just that all the objects are glowing. It's just part of the spell.
Yep, everything's pretty. It looks like it's only one deck save, so it doesn't look like Lance has to remake that check.
No, it's just the one, and it's for the next until I lose concentration for a minute. Everything's glowing purple.
Cool. It looks like we're Augustus. If you're not moving, I think that puts us at the top of the round.
Yep.
Okay, Gerald.
Did throwing the light make the thing at least like do I know where it was the last time?
No.
Okay. Good try, but
Yeah, there's no noticeable change.
I'm paying attention now, though. Your turn.
Gerald's going to say, right, you know what? Fine. We'll leave it alone. We won't touch your shot. All this stuff. Well, it's all junk anyways, really. I've seen better stuff in, only a 4-year-old's lab. I mean, look at all this. It's all just worn and dry now. It's just crap, really. Anyway, I'm going to go, and Gerald's just going to, spring off of the table and just bolt for the door down south.
Using all your movement?
I am going to use all of my movement, and as I am running, I'm going to
use your boots to teleport back to the table.
exactly. No, not good.
Not what I meant.
Not what I meant. Where's the book? I need the book. Book. PHP.
Book.
Spell. Sorry. P.
What are you looking for?
As soon as I jump off the table, I'm going to cast Poison Spray. Sort of in the general area. It has a 10-foot range, so in the general range of where I saw the thing last, and just poof.
Where you saw it last?
And that is going to be a DC 15 con save for the thing.
You cast the poison spray, and you would expect to see an outline of a creature that was previously standing there. There's not.
But it looks like shit. Running!
The creatures in this
Like,
dungeon are so diabolical. Oh man, Triss, it's your turn.
I'm going to follow the small gnome. Well, what I'm going to do is because I see that he's already taken a bit of a beating.
Ow!
I'm going to position myself kind of in front of him, between him and whatever that invisible stalkery thingy life drainer was last. So I'm north of him.
Should have taken that
Okay.
damn lantern.
Yeah, should have taken the damn lantern.
Should have taken the damn lantern. What lantern?
Lantern of Revealing.
Lantern of Revealing is one of the magical items I could have made.
Oh!
Which makes anything visible.
That would probably help a lot right now.
Probably would.
That is probably exactly the item. Oh my. Meanwhile, what's your AC, Augustus?
12.
Oh, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm a bad little wizard.
What was the result of your con save?
Oh, didn't hear everyone. Sorry. Decent. There's a chance. 14.
That's successful. So you're gonna take 8 necrotic damage. There's this creature is now standing next to you. This invisible creature, as it's attempting to permanently drain your life force, it does manage to rob you of those 8 hit points. Kind of weird.
I'm gonna point to Gus. Like, no, he's over there.
He's now next to you. It's your turn, Augustus.
I'm going to heroically run away. Yeah, just full withdrawal, running the direction of like Hallister chilling over there. Just gonna go as far as I can.
You're taking disengage action.
Is that like a 5-foot shift? 5-foot shift in Pathfinder?
It would. Disengage would normally, if you're running away from something that's within melee range, you would incur an opportunity attack. Disengage allows you to. It's your action, but it allows you to completely avoid any opportunity attacks.
Cool. Then yes, doing that.
Okay. As he scrambles by.
I started heating up my burrito.
Oh.
I'll just re-put it in the fridge.
Therese, it's your turn.
Never mind.
You can always just eat it.
Yeah. I'm going to where Augustus just was. As soon as I see him kind of like, ow, and then run away, I'm going to run to the spot where he is, and I'm going to try and slash 3 times in the spot where...
So Augustus was motioning to this... No. Well, Augustus ran. Augustus motioned to this location as he was running.
Yes, that's where I am.
Cool.
And see, you actually...
I'm like, slashing where he
you
is.
realistically communicated to your party during battle, so...
Yeah. I mean, I was legitimately like this, guarding Gerald, being like, okay, Gus. And I see him get hit, so I'm going to run up to where he was.
Yeah. You can make your attacks with disadvantage.
Yep. Disadvantage.
No blood for the blood die.
No, it's hard to read. Ooh. That's one of those was really good, and one of them was not.
So 14.
First one is a 13 to hit.
13 hits.
Yes. Second one is a
Miss.
Yeah, that was a 9.
9 misses.
And third misses as well. That's a 10.
Oof. Yep, make that attack roll.
So just the one?
Yeah, just the 1 damage.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. God, these dice don't like me today. That's 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay, let me enter that in. Hang on a sec. I've got to reopen this. My spreadsheet's not being good.
That was bad. I'm used to being the one who's invisible. This isn't fair. Is this how the goblins felt?
Probably.
Oh, I get it.
Well, I think the goblins were a little high. I was a little more rude to them, because you're a high-level player. There we go. Nope, there we don't go. This is not good. So that was 6 damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you feel your sword go... you definitely connected with something invisible floating in front of you.
I got it once! It was there! Did you get it? Once.
It is now...
Still there.
Its turn.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
AC 16.
Yeah. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh, that could have been worse.
13.
13 is successful. You are going to take 10 necrotic damage as this thing's going to It actually rolled a nat 20, and I rolled 2 1s and a 3.
Cool.
This ghostly
Ow.
figure, is just is working on draining you. Now that you're the immediate threat.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to be Augustus's turn next.
Did we skip Lance?
Did I? No, he was at the top of the order, and I think he used. Wait, Lance, did I skip
I used
you?
all mine to run.
Oh no, you
Yeah,
did skip him. I went right after Gus.
I did skip you, Lance. Yeah. Oh, so you're So Gerald, you have a turn. I'm not gonna retcon anything. You're just watching this, I guess. My bad.
That's fine. I'm sort of fascinated and like, oh, I'm supposed to do something. Right. Can I see the spot where it looked like Triss connected?
Yeah. So it's an invisible creature, so per the rules, it's still going to be an attack with disadvantage, but you reasonably know where to attack. If that makes sense.
Right, but I guess I have a rough area of where to aim.
Yeah. So meaning that
where I was just like,
you can either do an
where
AoE attack or a spell attack. Yeah.
I am going to just firebolt it again.
It's firebolt with disadvantage.
Triss, sorry, not trying to hit you.
It's fine.
Don't roll in that one.
Disadvantage.
Yep.
Disadvantage. That's really good. That's really not.
Uh-oh.
Is that a 6 or an...
That's a 6.
Uh-oh.
Plus... What is that? Plus... was that 13 to hit?
13 makes it. Just goes right over your... Just goes right by your ear, Triss.
Sorry!
Ah, that's warm.
That was 14 damage.
Fire damage?
14 fire damage, yes.
I don't know why my spreadsheet... Anyways, so that's...
Alright, I'm gonna back up. And I feel like Augustus and I are gonna be jockeying to who's behind the other.
Like, no, you got this. No, you
Run
got
away!
They're trying to use each other as a shield.
this. Yeah.
Run away! Run away! Do I see Hallister in the hallway?
He's just fucking off over here. Like,
I was like, you could help!
these are already
You really
balanced.
don't need useful!
Triss, you kind of feel almost like a breeze move through you, as whatever was in front of you is no longer there. Augustus.
Oh, she's in the bathroom.
Oh.
Say that again?
She's in the bathroom.
Ooh. Augustus, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Why? Get out of here. Oh, that's not good. I'm going to fail. It's sub 10. Fail.
Yeah, so you take 6 damage. Your hit points are temporarily reduced by the same amount until you can take a long rest.
Oh,
As
it's rough.
this thing catches you off guard, and you just feel it. You can kind of almost see your soul kind of being sucked out through your chest as this thing is... Get out.
Sort of dementory.
Yeah, they're totally Dementors, but invisible. Oh.
Okay, that's rough.
It's your turn now.
I'm going to disengage and run over to Hallister.
Normally, if you could see the
there's
creature,
another-
I would describe that it was weak, but it's invisible. So you're just gonna run for your life still?
Yeah, I'm just going to run away. I am horribly injured.
Oh no, 20, 30. There's your full 30 feet of movement for you?
25. Got short legs.
Still, you're out of the way. You're like, ah!
As I run away, I'm like, Gerald, you got this.
Yeah,
We're all
Gerald,
counting on you.
you saw this. You kind of, like, you could see it, like, his soul being pulled from his body. Yes, like Harry Potter Dementor style. As he scrambles behind you.
Right, this may have been a bad idea. Triss! Help! Run! All those things! So he was right in front of me, and I could roughly see-ish where
I'm still giving you the ability to attack with disadvantage. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna poison spray in front of me and then turn and follow Augustus right on his heels.
What's the save? Oh, poison spray's Dex, right? It's a Dex save?
It's no con save. DC 15 con save.
So this time he actually is where you're poison spraying.
Yay!
And he fails. That was
Hey!
That was a 9.
And it's poison, so I forgot to add my plus. I need another D12. Come on.
Oh gosh, poison spray's good.
Wow! Fuck you, dice. That was terrible. Holy crap!
That was an 8 and a 1.
And a 1. That is 13 poison damage. As Gerald's just like, run! I've got short legs!
13's enough. This is not a strong creature. So Gerald pulls out, you kind of have your, I'm guessing you have like a Spider-Man style like hose up your sleeve or something that just shoots acid. Yeah. He's and you can kind of, those of you that are in the room can see this specter, actually poltergeist variant. As it's outlined, you can see this ghostly, almost skeletal thing with its flowing hair kind of being outlined in the acid, and you can kind of see it just kind of melted. There's a pile of goo on the ground.
I'm sort of like stop halfway as I'm running turns, like, oh, did I get him? Well, look at that. That's one more for me kill count.
This was very a la Ghostbusters style.
I'm gonna come over and I'm just gonna like pat you on the head. And I'm gonna smack you on the head. This is why we don't mess with nerd shit.
Oh my gosh.
I'm still gonna be running east, like, did you get him?
He got him.
As you run into Hallister.
Oh, okay.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I was gonna like even keep running east, like, but I was like, okay, they got him, all right.
Now, I'm going to turn around and run back into the room. Well, not into the room, but I'm going to run into that other room. Well, not run, but like start trotting into that other room.
Yeah, you probably want to be a little more stealthy. What happened was you disturbed some lab equipment, which awoke the specter that it was guarding the area.
It was a specter, not a invisible stalker.
Nope, no invisible stalker. It is a variant specter that has invisibility.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
I love variant creatures.
No, there's curveballs all over this thing. I love it.
I love it.
Yeah. Because you're like, what the fuck did we do? And you know that an invisible stalker is something you really don't want to run into at this level.
Yeah, that was like Ashlyn freaking out, Triss being like, I don't like things being invisible. I'm the only one who's allowed to do that.
This whole book, it's like sometimes you think things are going to be really hard and they're not, and sometimes you think they're going to be really easy and they're definitely not. Gerald, you are entering what we're going to just refer to as a wizard's kitchen. This decrepit kitchen contains an oven range, a washing basin, a hearth bearing a covered cookpot, and shelves filled with pots, pans, and cooking tools. Actually, let me rephrase that. You can make an investigation check.
Yes, I will definitely do that. Ho ho! Nailed it! Investigation 26.
With your nose and your just sleuth-like abilities, you notice that the pot is actually turned over and its lid is disturbed. You can kind of see where it was sitting. There's this ring of dust on the cooktop. And you might deduce that the specter was hiding in the cooking pot.
Ah. Can I sort of like...
Oh my! Oh my gosh, you guys are so lucky. If you'd have done it in here, he would have been able to command 4 nearby pieces of cutlery that would have acted as flying swords.
I love that, first of all.
I sort of like yell back to everyone, I found a kitchen, does anyone fancy lunch?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I make a really good, like, slad stew.
I don't know what that is. Food.
I do. Slad stew.
As you do fancy things, go for it.
So everything's old here. There's nothing actually edible, but there's nothing stopping you from using any of the cutlery. There is a door leading to a room to the north.
Is there anything real small in here? I'm just going to like pawn it and put it in my pocket while like thinking like, you took something from me, I'll take something from you.
You can find some silverware worth approximately 10 silver pieces.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to sell them. Hang on to it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put it in my pocket.
Add some knives and forks to your inventory. I mean, you could use. I mean,
Yeah.
you could probably use those as like picks or something, and if you were doing that sort of thing.
Okay.
I would like to go up to the door that is closed. It's like, oh, I wonder if he's got any, might be some tasty things in here. No, you never know. Some things preserve really well. Some things might, but
Written on the door in common is a sign that reads, Kalabash's room. Do not enter unless your name is Hallister.
Ah. Someone look. Oi! Oh, I know that. Hallister, that's
Hallister Blackcloak is the Mad Mage.
Yes. Sorry.
Hallith.
Sorry,
That's
I was mixing
confusing.
up. It's Hallith and Hallister. Sorry.
Yeah. Hallith is the Revenant.
Yes. Sorry, Hallister. If your name is Hallister. Well, my name's not Hallister, but
I'm not going to save you this time. I'm dying.
Fine. I'm going to turn around. I'm going to cast Healing Word on Tris.
Now I'll come with
Okay.
you. Well, it depends on
Healing
how
Word
well
is-
you...
What is it? 2d4 plus 4?
2d4 plus 4.
Plus another 4 because my thing.
Oh, because you're
So
a
it's
healer.
2d4 plus.
So you
So
could.
you're the healer of the group.
It's quiet enough here where you could probably take a short rest. I don't think it's been long enough to take a
Ooh,
long
that was
rest
good.
yet, though.
7 plus 8 is 15 hit points. You're welcome.
Thank you. That is better than I was at.
I see Gus like, you got any more of those?
He actually might be more dead than I am.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yes.
he's reduced hit points right now.
Like, yes, you do look a bit shit, really.
That's
Right.
a fair assumption.
I will do that again, so that's going to be my. Excuse me.
So-
second.
Let's just think back. You think you took a long rest, then you basically got into a couple fights, right? So it hasn't quite been a full day.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
I'll say it's been a half day, but if you did want to take a long rest, you would have to wait. I'm just thinking in my mind, the rules would probably
Yeah.
because
Well,
if
you
you're,
probably take a short rest.
I
And
think-
some hit die.
I think I'll say yeah. You could probably. It's really quiet. We could save the investigation checks. You could easily take a short rest without worrying about patrols. If you want to take a long rest, you would have to camp basically for a day, and there would be a much higher risk of coming across a patrol.
Okay, well, we can take a short rest, and I can undo that spell slot, which is too bad because that was a really fucking good roll.
That was.
Um,
Is it okay if he undoes the healing word? Because we didn't actually talk about short rests.
Yeah, I'm fine with that because we didn't talk it through. Your other options, just to be aware, you can always backtrack to the surface level, pay a couple gold pieces, and get a really good long rest in. It would probably take you a couple hours to get that far.
Mhm.
I'm trying to think time management without being too complicated.
don't have all day. Let's just sit for a little while, and you can feel better, and then we'll go.
That's fine with me.
But with your deduction,
Okay, so-
actually, with your investigation check, Lance, I will say that nothing's come into this room for quite a while. Because you did roll like
I
a 20.
can tell. Looking around this room, there's really nothing in here. I mean, I don't think anything's been in here for years, probably decades, which is why, I don't know, maybe some of the canned goods might be edible, but some of them might not. But anyways, I think it's probably pretty safe if we can just sit around here and, you could patch yourself up. You really do look a bit shit.
Mhm.
And so do you. So do you. You also look more than a little shit. I mean, sorry, just being honest.
It's okay. Now we just match you.
Yes, all right, I know. It's the hair, isn't it?
It really is. You need a haircut.
It's pink. It just goes and does its thing.
It's pink.
Yes.
You have pink hair.
Yes. Have you seen the picture? Zoom in on the
Oh,
picture.
yeah, it's
pink.
actually in the picture. I was like, wait a minute, this was all planned out.
I thought it was white.
No, it's pink. It's like the shock of pink hair.
Yeah, why,
like the
why
pink.
did you choose?
I don't think he chose that. I think I just found the avatar.
I know, but I like it.
I know.
Yeah, it is, it
I'm
works.
talking the character. Why?
I'll be
You're
right back.
just not seeing this now. It's been days.
Yeah. Well.
Are you blind? It hasn't changed colour.
Yeah. Well, maybe
Not
now I'm
this
just
week.
curious. All right. I was at 22.
So mechanically, on a short rest, what happens?
You can expend your hit die. You should have 6d6 worth of hit die, and you can spend all of them if you want, or any fraction of them. And then you get to add your con mod, right? Is it per dice?
41, yes.
And that's
Yes,
health you get back.
And that's how much health you get back, yes.
I assume it doesn't heal any of the temporary health drain.
No, that takes a long rest, I believe.
Cool.
6,
Okay.
8.
So maybe I should write up like some supplemental rules, but yeah, so definitely when considering places to rest in a dungeon, you would want to consider how trafficked the area is, and that would be done via some sort of investigation or nature check. Because there's definitely like patrol routes in this dungeon. There's definitely some places where you would be less likely to encounter. Like maybe like you'd run across like a giant spider or something at worst, like in, let's say in this room, right? Because we've safely established that nothing's been here in a long time. So
I'm back to full health.
Me too.
yay! And Grant minus
Does
6.
everyone find I really like to go through this door? My name isn't Hallister, but you know.
Yep.
Be
I'm at
interesting.
full health now that it's reduced. Still.
Okay, so you stuck with the short rest. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you patch yourselves up for an hour. There's this door leading to Kalabash's room. So the other one was Trenzia, which you found some notes and discovered that she was like a student of Hallister. She was quite jealous of some of his other students.
Is the door locked? I would like to try the knob.
It is, the door's not locked. There's no funny business so far.
I'm going to open the door. I'm going to take one of my tiny little clockworks and little sort of wind it up. Little funny six-legged thing. And I'm going to set it on the ground and let it skitter its way into the room.
It bumps into the far wall. There's nothing too crazy going on.
Right, well, at least there's nothing immediately going to kill us, so I'm going to take a look around, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
I would
you
like
do
to
that.
investigate the room.
You do see furnishings. A dusty bed stands with its headboard against the north wall. At the foot of the bed rests a wooden locked chest. There's a desk in the southeast corner that has stacks of musty old tomes. There's a rug in the middle of the room. Other than that, you might just notice a number of empty liquor bottles strewn about.
That won't have a problem.
So you said the chest is locked?
Yeah. So did you roll investigation or?
I did not yet, no.
Okay. So yeah, so there's a chest, there's a bed, sorry, there's a chest, there's a bed, there's a desk with some stuff on it, there's a rug, and then there's a couple musty bookshelves.
I'm going to... I don't necessarily trust rugs either. I just don't like them. The way they feel on my feet, it's just strange. So I'm going to actually just walk around the rug just because I'm weird. And I'm going to go over to the chest and then examine the lock.
Make an investigation check.
Uh, 17.
The chest seems of solid construction. It has a heavy steel lock on it.
I would like to... I would like to... I'm going to turn to Augustus and be like, did you grab one of those forks from the other room? Can I borrow one or two?
Look, you're darn right I did. Here you go. I'm going to look down the
I'm-
road in front of me, and I'm going to look back at him like, he walked around, and I'm like, okay. It's going to mage hand it over to him without moving.
Okay.
Thank you. Perfect.
Just to give everyone else around the room chance to do anything. So Grant, I mean, do you have any other actions, or Ashlyn, do you have anything you want to do while he's attempting to do this?
After that, I'm sorry. After that, I'd go to the desk, look at it, walking around the rug.
I'd like to just without really touching I'd like to investigate the rug. You know, sometimes people hide things under rugs and whatnot. Sometimes it's pit traps. Sometimes it's nice things. You know, 50-50.
Make an investigation check.
Right, well, I don't know, poke it with a stick.
Okay. 16.
Okay. You do lift a corner of the rug. There's some sort of a circle underneath it. Let's... meanwhile...
Yo, Matt.
So, does anybody have thieves' tools? Do you have those?
Yes.
You actually do?
Very, very good.
Okay. You would probably deduce that using thieves' tools would be a better idea than sticking a fork in this lock. And you would just make a dexterity check.
Yeah, so it'd be
so I have,
with your thieves' tools.
Yes. I have double proficiency, so I have +8.
Oh, shit.
+2, +3, +2. Oh, 26!
Ooh. So you're fiddling around with your thieves' tools, and you can kind of feel, like, click, click. And something seems kind of funny right as you're about to release it, and with a sly kind of snap of the wrist, you release the lock, and you can almost feel like a zzz, like a lightning trap had been disarmed as the lock pops open.
Ooh, right, that might have gone better than I planned. That might have been bad, actually.
You open the chest. It appears to be empty except for a note in common that reads, "Retirement fund. Don't spend this on ale. Signed, Kalabash."
August... pick it up and... I mean, his investment strategy was sound, but, you know...
It's freaking light. It was a straight lightning bolt, dude. Oh my god, for an empty chest. Augustus, you're kind of starting to go through these tomes, and you can find these writings. This is somebody who you can. I hate saying just like roll investigation, but like you're reading this. It's apparent. It's apparent. Kalabash was one of Hallister's apprentices, though not one of the original 7. He was here, so there was obviously some competition with different apprentices. He was a wizard. You can find several kind of damage spell scrolls, what you might expect somebody of a wizarding nature to have been studying in school. We'll go back to Triss. So Triss, you lift the rug to reveal, and you can make an Arcana check, if you would be so kind.
That's a 7.
There's this old circle. Oh, what? Do you have something?
Hey, nerds. Yo, nerds.
She just whips the rug up. Yeah. Like, it doesn't look, listen, with that Arcana, it doesn't look harmless. It looks like somebody maybe graffitied the middle of the room or something.
I don't know. I think I have really good
nerd people
things for proficiency with Arcana checks.
I do swords. I don't do.
Like, that's nerd. 22 or 22 on Arcana.
Okay.
That's probably better than I can do.
Yeah.
This appears to be a summoning circle.
Summoning who or what?
The only thing that seems a little odd to you with your 22 roll is it should have a number of activation glyphs to solidify the circle, and it should 3 of them appear to have been erased as you inspect further. Like they've been kind of like, you can see the handprints where something wiped them off the ground.
Mm-hmm. Can I tell what it was trying to summon or what it's for? General gist.
Let's see. Let me look up summoning circle really quick. I think I know. but I want to make sure. I want to be sure.
Summoned. Oh, that's great.
It's very interesting. We can see your desktop.
Oh. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but...
It was like infinite years.
For dead.
Is it back now?
Someone. Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's because it's sharing the screen. That's funny. This...
Nice,
That's not
Lance.
fair.
So fancy.
I spilled on myself.
So a summoning circle is really... It's really similar to a teleportation circle. In this case, it's almost incomplete, so a teleportation circle would be intended to transport, you know, to something between two different planes of existence. However, this would...
Yeah, okay. Jesus.
Are we done yet? Just kidding. That's okay. So I
Yeah.
have a thing for teleportation circle, not summoning circle. Huh. Yeah. So it's a circle that summons something. It's missing 3 glyphs.
Like a demon, or like a it summons Fred when you want to like hang out and have some ales.
I'm gonna go with probably demon. I feel like it's just a good assumption to think demon.
So I'd be fine with summoning Fred. I don't think I'd be fine with summoning a demon.
Who wants to summon anyone named Fred?
I don't know, he might be fun. You've never met him. Look at you, Miss Judgy McJudgerson.
What's her name? Fred.
This doesn't appear to. I mean, I don't think this is gonna. Augustus, this probably wouldn't seem demonic. It might more be likely be connected with some sort of a pocket dimension. I'll give you that.
Most things down here are bad, but curiosity. I don't know. The player in me just wants to complete it and see what happens.
So
What do you
wait,
think?
Right, well do you think is there something missing from it? Do you need to like re-glyph it?
I mean, for instance, like just take red chalk and complete the lines. That's
Yeah, he
what I'm
starts
kinda getting.
drawing. Yep. As soon as you complete the 3rd glyph, you can kind of feel the as the circle lights up. As a human mage is summoned in the middle of the circle. You kids! What are you doing here? That last one was strong. You need to get out of here now.
Hello!
What was the apprentice's name? I forgot.
Kalabash? No.
You're thinking Hallister.
You
No,
need
it's something with
to get out of my bedroom. Or I'm gonna fireball this whole motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm not the person to console. Dude, chill.
Right, don't you think it maybe
He just like pulls a scroll out of his body like Abracadabra as this fireball is slowly starting to form in his hand. Completing the rune is what opened the circle, Grant.
Yeah, I was gonna say I just want a mage hand and just like scoop out one corner of it. And he's like, oh,
he just gets sucked into the ground as it shuts down.
I feel like it shows a really poor retirement.
Something tells me his investment strategy didn't quite work out the way he'd planned. I think if he would have diversified his portfolio slightly more into other, into things maybe other than just ale.
I love that it's written in that he's still drunk when you summon him.
I don't think you can invest in ale if you just drink it all. That's not.
Well, I mean, it's an investment. It is a liquid asset.
That's an
And with
inspiration
that,
die.
Gerald's just gonna like smirk to himself and trot out of the room.
That's an inspiration die right there. So this is a pretty safe room, other than the runic circle in the middle of it.
I was gonna say, hang on, hear me out. We summon him back, okay? Hear me out. And the moment he shows up, probably Triss, like rip that scroll of fireball off him, and then we'll delete the thing again.
I think that would have just been his spell book. Like,
Oh,
yeah. I didn't mean
Never
to.
mind.
I was just trying to think,
Well,
like,
Fireball Scroll would be awesome.
Yeah, Fireball Scroll would have been great.
he is a higher level spellcaster than you are currently.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
It probably would have been a hell of a fight with 4 people at full strength. 3 people missing stuff. Ooh, not gonna recommend that.
Yeah.
Can I actually, before we leave, since he went away, I'm going to stop halfway out after my liquid assets phrase, which I thought was bloody brilliant.
It was great.
I'm going to turn, make a sharp left turn, and I'm going to go over to the desk and just sort of filter through the papers and things on his desk and just see if there's anything interesting. Any scrolls, perhaps a useful spellbook or something, I don't know.
Make an Arcana check. See if there's anything you can salvage.
Arcana's not my strong suit. And that shows. Oh, I'm actually very good at Arcana. Never mind, I lied. Although that was a shit roll, but still, it's not bad. 15.
17.
I'm surprisingly good at Arcana. I have plus 7. But I rolled shit.
Nice.
Not even a wizard. Just, I don't know, read lots of books.
You find an incompleted healing word spell, which you're able to. It's going to take an hour, but you can complete and have a spell scroll for a healing word.
Oh,
Is that a good one? Like a first level healing spell?
Either healing word or cure wounds. Healing word you can do from afar, but it does less healing.
It probably
Cure
be
wounds
cure
is like-
wounds. I'll give you cure wounds. Does that sound good?
Cool.
You happy?
Oh, cool. No, this is great. One of these can anyone use a spell scroll?
Yes.
Right, I'm going to give this to you,
I
because you're
can-
probably most...
I can do cure wounds.
I think you would
Yeah.
you're going to need a wizard to complete the scroll one way or another, though.
Oh. Right, would you mind filling... I'm just going to, hand it to him. It's like sort of like a form that's just not
It's
filled
like-
out. Would you mind filling the
it's
rest of this out?
It's like Mad Libs, but with a spell scroll, yeah.
Some blanks. Just fill in this,
Like, you can see
Avada-
where it looks like somebody who's very inebriated was trying to transcribe a spell scroll, and just there's parts where the pen just goes off the scroll.
He's gonna hand that to me. I'll pull out my little feather pen here and finally something normal. Yeah, I'll happily do it.
And hey, now you can heal one of us once.
Or himself.
Or yourself.
Yes, one of you.
Something like that. Could have been no, remove curse would have been cool too, but nah.
Am I the one hanging on to the scroll, or hand it back to one of you
You're
guys?
hanging on.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
both have cure wounds.
You can use your next downtime to complete the scroll. Let's go ahead and make a note there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But I can pick
I think it takes
so.
it takes an hour or something. I think to
So
Yeah.
next time we have a short rest, you can. He's gonna spend the time sitting there scribbling on the scroll.
So you return to
Mine-
Hallister. Did you find anything
Mine-
interesting?
Yes, actually, undead wizards and spell scrolls. It was a nice time. You should have.
I
joined.
mean, he looked alive, just really drunk.
It was a nice little.
Well,
interlude.
I've been back for a few thousand years, so
Yeah. How old is Hallister?
old.
Hallister's old. Undermountain's been. Make a history check.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Or anybody that wants to just know what they know about.
I am very good at history checks.
I have 0 to history. I'm
I have-
asking in that I have no idea. I haven't read a book.
Oh wow, that fucking sucked.
Snort.
Yeah,
The
I
only
got a
reason
map.
I know is I'm a drow and I lived in the Underdark for a while. It'd be the only reason.
Can you help me remember? Some advantage. Oh, there we go. Okay.
15.
Plus, well, so can we? If does that
No,
count as my-
because
damn
I
it.
was doing for me.
Fuck. I have plus 10. I rolled a 2.
Oof.
I did 15.
It's a bad. It was a bad day.
because logically the only reason I would be able to help you is my own knowledge as a drow. Because I'm not learned.
Your drowlage?
My drowlage gave me a 15. I rolled a 15, so it is a 15.
So under mountain,
I don't do the.
Oh, go ahead. So I get the best was like a 15.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, Undermountain has been here for thousands and thousands of years. It was originally created by ancient dwarfs, which is why you see all these dwarven murals everywhere. Hallister Blackcloak. So those dwarves disappeared thousands of years ago. There was probably some fighting, some Durgar showed up, and some other stuff happened. Hallister Blackcloak has been building these dungeons for over 1,000 years.
He's very old.
Yeah. He's a wizard. Harry.
Yeah, we have tales about him from my Underdark City that I don't have a name for.
Yeah, I think you get more. Yeah. Oh, right, you do. Yeah, I think you get more as you go along, but that's probably all you would have heard on the surface levels so far.
Yeah. Like we know of him, like, but that's because he's been around for a long time. You can't not hear of Hallister. Like, I haven't read a single book. I went through like the Virginia Beach version of English training. Like, real talk, you can get through parts of Virginia Beach from 6th grade to graduation without reading a book.
Ooh. But prior to coming down here, I don't think you would have known his name specifically. That not with a 15 at least. You would have heard of the Dungeon of the Mad Mage, but some of these names are very closely guarded. But it's been very apparent since people like Geralt have actually met, a clone of him.
That's true. I didn't meet him. We chatted.
Yeah. So you think. So yeah, I mean,
at my level.
So you should
at that point.
You should probably be starting to put the pieces of the puzzle together. At least that Hallister's been here. Had a lot of time to do stuff, and then Xanathar Guild, stuff like that. So the next step, and I'm going to kind of caution as the DM, would be to engage the goblin market. The party's pretty light right now. I'm not saying that they're going to necessarily, that you have to fight them, but this might be a good pause point.
Otherwise, it might be a very bad day.
Yeah, I would agree. I've been in there, so I would say, like, hey, we should maybe wait for Doozy to catch up with us. I don't know where he went.
Yeah, you can do this without fighting everybody, but if 3 of you go and somebody fucks up, this is really balanced for like 4 to 6 players, I think.
Yeah, and we were already under-leveled going into this.
Yeah, I think you're by hitting level 6, I think you're good for most of the encounters on this level. But yeah, just my thoughts.
No, I get you.
Is there anywhere else we can go?
I think I'd be a lot more if we had like at least one more person. I think I'd be a lot more excited. There's the only other place you can go. There is this hallway to the north west of the kind of triumvirate section you were just in.
Oh, that way. Well, we can go.
Can we go? Yeah. Okay, because we wait for Doozy. I want to know where he's
I'm going to give you guys extra exploration XP for this too. Cause now you're clearing the place out, which is what we kind of want to do. You're going to come up to a door.
Is it locked?
Make. You're just checking to see if it's locked?
Yes.
Okay. It doesn't appear to be locked, however, it seems difficult to move.
I'm going to stick my ear to the door and see if I hear anything on the other side.
Make a perception check.
16.
You can kind of make out just a rough, occasional clinking of glass.
Just want to change
Moved around.
right. There's someone there somewhere. I hear glass moving. So
me first is what you're saying.
yes, or could anyone, phase through walls? Is that a thing you do?
No.
No? Oh, that's unfortunate. Right. Well, I suppose you're just going to burst through and kill everyone, aren't you?
That's the general plan. That's usually how this goes.
It does seem to go that way, doesn't it? Gastus, do you have a better idea? I don't know, this just seems a bit childish, really.
Call me the endless optimist here, but maybe we just knock. I assume that's all of your facial expressions.
Is it dark in here? Can he see my facial expression?
You're invisible. I think it's dark.
Yep.
I didn't put any lights here.
I'm kind of just basically, John. I'm assuming I'm invisible unless I see lights on things.
Yeah. You can feel her invisible but disapproving glare, though.
Yeah, it's like when you can't see my face and you know exactly what facial expression
you're making. Yes.
I assume it's just gonna be the awkward silence for 3 seconds.
So you can do whatever you want.
All right, let's just go in. I'll just push it open.
I'd like to just very quietly, trying to be stealthy, kind of turn the doorknob and push forward.
It doesn't.
Just to try.
It doesn't immediately move.
Does it feel like it hit something?
Yeah, it's
really hard not to metagame because I see all the chairs.
I know. Yeah, there's furniture piled up blocking the door.
Okay. There's something blocking the door.
Right.
I mean, does it feel like does it move at all when I push on it? Does it feel like if I gave it a really hard thud, I could probably move it?
You need to force the door open.
Okay. But does it feel like I could force the door?
Yeah, it's kind of oh, dang it, it's rattling a little bit. You would need to make an athletics check.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna look at. No, you two aren't gonna be much help, are you?
No, -2 to strength. No.
Yeah.
What about him? He's a big strapping chap. Be useful.
Hal, if you mind lending me. Oh, there he goes.
It's just do you promise we're going to go to the goblin market if we do this?
Yes.
That is the plan. I promise.
Well spoken.
It is the plan. We're a bit understaffed at the moment, and there's a lot of them.
That's feel like such a politician answer. That is the plan. Oh, he does it. So bother, and he just kind of goes, boom, and he throws the door open for you.
Oh, okay, that works. And I'm gonna burst into the room.
I'll wait here. I need you
I was gonna say let's do it together, but
I need you to make an insight check, Triss, Tana.
All right, I'm probably okay at that. I didn't spec very much into wisdom. 6.
Oh god. Oh my gosh. Gerald has described this person to you. Standing in front of you is Hallister Blackcloak himself, working on equipment. He's wearing a cloak of many eyes. As he begins, he sees you. He starts shaking his fist. Terrible and painful magical death! Fireballs and lightning bolts, be gone! As he shakes his fist at you.
Hi.
For the record, I wanted to knock.
For once, my friend Gus was right. Sorry.
Gerald.
I'll take
Well,
it.
Augustus, what are you doing? I'm gonna give you the first say on this one.
I'm gonna say that and just kind of poke my head out from over the outside the door.
Make an insight check.
Oh, yeah. I gotta scroll back up to it. I'm actually good at those. 23.
So what you see appears to be a puppet made of wood and canvas, wearing a kind of shoddy gray cloak with dozens of shitty cloth eyes sewn into the cloak. This appears to be an automaton. It's shaking its fist at Triss, like
sorry.
Magic! I will fireball you at any moment.
Nerds!
Can I poke my head in like under Augustus's head, like whoop?
Yeah. Do you want to roll to see if you get the joke or no?
I do.
And Triss, this is I think Triss, this isn't your adrenaline and your build up to the situation. You were just like,
I came in like full swords out, and I'm like,
you're thinking it's game time. Like, that's good enough, Lance. You kind of, maybe not with as much clarity as Augustus, but you definitely can see through this. Like, it's like a shitty Disney robot. Like, I am working. Get out of my laboratory, or I will bring death to you. This is not the same guy you met.
And so I'm gonna poke my head in. Oh, death to me! Exciting! How do you plan to do that?
Why are you asking for detail?
At this point, it's basically just repeating in a shouting voice these threatening threats.
Yeah. Like the robot.
I'm gonna hop into the room and trot over to it. So one of Gerald's favorite things is to he just sort of ignores all potential dangers and is just really interested by interesting clockworks and mechanical things. Like, this is fantastic, and just gonna trot over to it.
Why are you walking over to he was just threatening magic death.
Magic death. Gerald.
He's like, look back at Triss. You're scared of a puppet.
A what? But it's
it's a mechanical puppet. Look at it; those are sewn on.
It continues to shake its fist at Gerald, and you can kind of start to see that it's just like I said. This cloak of many eyes, these are just sewn on. You can kind of see the little strings coming out of the ceiling, pulling the. Oh boy!
I totally saw those.
That's what it looks like. Do you think he was going to bite you?
Shut up.
It was a scary, scary puppet.
Shut up.
Don't worry. I want to sort of pet the puppet. Don't worry, look, he's fine. He's nice. Do you want to say hi?
I will destroy you.
I will hurt you.
I don't think he'll have a chance. He said he's going to fireball you first.
It's kind of also, it's at the same time it's moving around these alchemist kind of kit. It appears to be transferring liquids from one thing to another.
Ooh, Triss, he's coming for you.
I must continue my work undisturbed.
What's your work? What's your work? Can I look at just see what's on the table?
Magic, you fool!
Can I investigate the table, and sort of try and deduce what
you need to make an Arcana check. Yep.
Yeah. And see if it's just garbage you just put together.
So we must add the bat's wing with the newt's eye and mix with the thorny tail of the shrews.
23.
You can deduce that this puppet isn't doing anything other than mixing harmless substances while muttering, and I quote, gobbledygook.
So I'm oh, can I help? And I grab one bottle and just pour it into the other one.
Oh god. I mean, yeah, it doesn't do anything. Yeah, so the puppet's still attempting to just randomly configure this stuff. There is a door to the northwest. You can fuck with the puppet more. You can do whatever you want at this point.
I'm gonna kick over the puppet.
I need you to make an attack roll with however you're gonna kick it.
That's low as shit. I rolled a 2.
Oops. It's maybe denser than you thought. I don't know how to even narrate that.
Is real quick, is the puppets? So the puppet's just it's a figure, right? It's is it attached to the ground at all in any way that I can see?
No. I'm assuming from the way I'm reading this is it's kind of like magically animated.
Marionette.
Okay,
So it's a wooden marionette dressed like Hallister.
So I'm going to So in that case, I'm going to burn a 2nd level spell slot and cast Levitate on the puppet and just sort of have it fly towards her.
Yeah.
Oh, it's trying to like reach. Oh no! So at a very slow speed.
He's coming for you! Except flying Hallister.
Wait.
Oh, she's running.
This is
She's
levitate.
running.
So are you pushing it? You have to be pushing it for levitate, I think.
Oh yes, I'm gonna like sort of be behind it and pushing it with a stick. He's coming for you.
I'm gonna run a bit, and then I'm just gonna like hold the swords up, and I'm gonna like slash at it in panic.
Make an attack roll.
Oh god, I'm rolling like crap today. 16.
16 hits. I just need damage.
10. Nat 1.
What was the damage? Anything the 10 or above hit. It's AC 10. Oh god.
Yeah.
It's just like fireballs on your face, young lady.
I want to make it sort of like bob up and down.
It's making the hand gesture. This is so bad.
That would be. I did really well on the damage, so that's 7 + 8 + 8.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so the first swipe is just a satisfying crunch as you can feel its wooden structure crack. The second one, you kind of hear like a glass shattering sound as this alchemical fire bursts from its chest. The puppet just kind of erupts in flame. Just ashes settle on the ground. Charcoal.
I just want to like, sort of like, you killed him, poor chap. You know that.
And now,
Poor bloke. All he's trying to do is protect his lab.
Geralt,
See?
you would recognize this Geralt as Hallister's actual voice, crying out, "Ah! Now who will find the cure to filth fever?" Before trailing off into silence.
Oops.
While they're attacking the puppet, I just want to be taking like the vials of stuff and just putting it in my pockets.
Yeah, they're inert chemicals, but you're welcome to. So there's back the way you came, and then there's another door where you would that's blocked by furniture.
I'm like, Triss, would you mind helping with that?
Yeah.
Don't worry, he's gone. I promise if he comes back, we'll protect you.
I'm gonna grab a small piece of furniture because I don't want to actually hurt him and hurl it at his head. And then
can I take a pouch of the ashes?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, and then Triss, you're able to just kind of lob a small chair at Gerald. You're able to just barely miss him. Just,
sort of like duck. Woo!
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Did I almost hit you there?
I don't know. Were you aiming for Black Cloak? Did he come back?
Oh my god.
You can feel the.
I was debating to roll like. Well, Triss,
nice.
Make a deception check versus Gerald's insight.
Okay.
To see if he thinks you're being like legit or not, trying to attack him.
13 - 1. 12.
Against insight?
Yeah, because you're trying to realize.
Insight. 13.
Okay. Yeah, so you can continue to berate Triss. You see right through this. Like, I was just trying to give you a chance, Ashlyn.
It's okay. Ashlyn thinks this is hilarious.
Triss does not, but Ashlyn.
So,
Yeah, I just imagine sort of like.
Yeah. He just has the upper hand on you right now. He's just pushing your buttons. So you come to a three-way kind of intersection here. You can go east or north.
North.
Right, we'll follow you.
You can't really. I'm invisible.
Come into its room.
Ooh, dead bodies.
Yeah.
The room is strewn with rotten supplies and the remains of a fire pit. Easily enough, you can find 3 bugbear corpses and an intellect devourer's body are kind of piled in the northeast corner.
So we got some guards here.
Wait, intellect devour, is that like...
That's the thing that came
It's
out of
the
their
brain
brains.
thing.
Oh, the brain things. Okay. Sorry, I was mixing that up with Mind Flayer.
That's fine.
Very different.
Very different.
Ooh, this is interesting.
I was like, oh, it's really bad. Can I would like to investigate the room, like, oh, this is interesting. It smells a bit in here.
Anybody else gonna do anything, or are you gonna let, or is
It looks like
Gerald?
there's a hallway. Looks like there's a hallway going further up, too. Is there?
Yeah, suddenly, Hallister, he's kind of like sniffing around. They were here.
I want to like just watch him sniff and be like, yeah, it does smell a bit right, doesn't it?
What was your results of your investigation check?
21.
Okay. What are you investigating?
Just the stuff in the room, just to kind of see if I can deduce. I want to see what were they potentially doing here, and how long ago were they here?
I'm gonna.
How old are the corpses? I guess.
So to the north, as you can see, is just a longer hallway. The corpses, you can find this symbol of Xanathar on them. One of them, you can even see like where this intellect devourer must have burst out of its head. Searching the corpses, you do find a scrap of parchment with that roll, with the following phrase written on it in common. The phrase is, "As many as there are stars in the sky."
As many as there are stars in the sky.
Right, so that means there's a really, really large amount of something. Because I'm guessing there's as much of something as there is stars in the sky. Suppose that's where that's going.
I mean, logically, that makes sense. I want to look around and see, do I see any tracks in here?
Oh,
Try
sorry.
to use survival to look for tracks.
Yeah, use survival. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, my other thing was I wanted to know, like, how does it look? How long had they been dead? Was my other thing I was trying to figure out.
A few days, but not more than a few weeks.
Oh wow, okay, so recent. I didn't know there was like hundreds of people.
These supplies, there's like some rotten potatoes strewn across the floor.
23 for survival.
Okay. You can deduce, wow, okay, so we've all seen Boondock Saints, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you're Willem Dafoe.
Long time ago.
Grant, you need to watch that movie if you haven't. It's great.
I know, it's on my movie list.
It's a
I don't
bucket
think
list
Danse
movie.
is on ours.
I don't know if I've seen it.
You'd
It's on ours
remember.
because I don't think.
It's got William Dafoe, I mean, and dude, it's got Norman Reedus from Walking Dead before they were popular. Oh my gosh, watch that movie. You'll thank me later. So like Willem Dafoe in the one scene where they're basically, you can kind of see these bugbears. Some sort of scuffle had broken out. It appears that they were gathered around this now doused campfire when something ambushed them. You can kind of make out there was a scuffle. The bugbears were overcome, and something dragged the bodies and piled them in the corner. To which Hallister goes, "This is the work of the fine fellows of Daggerford, no doubt."
Hey, they were able to actually kill something? I'm surprised. And I would like to just motion over.
He's just gonna like he just kind of wants no, dude. They killed him. He's like looking at you like, what the fuck, lady?
Hey, Gus, can you light up my face for a second?
Like, okay, just.
And the most sarcastic look, like. Okay, you can turn that off now.
You're
and I'm
lucky.
gonna disappear again.
You're lucky you're not on my list. They're dangerous folk.
Yeah. He seemed real dangerous.
I choked the life out of Rex with my bare hands.
Yep.
With the power I have.
Didn't seem too hard. Yep. Didn't seem too hard. Kind of let himself get cornered by things.
No. In the dashboard box.
He got you.
I'm just saying, doesn't seem like the best managed group.
That's for sure.
I mean, you looked at your wrist for like a sundial. Come on, dude. There ain't no sundown here. This is Drow Town.
There ain't no sunshine.
Oh man, there's totally
Drow.
supposed to be some text here. Let me see. Okay, he's got Vengeful Tracker. 13, Area 13, Area 13.
I'm so used to being Kiara and being nice to everybody that I'm just like getting all of the dickishness out.
Yeah, so Rex, the one I killed, he was the founder and leader of our adventuring party. Despite knowing the dangers, he assumed we could just run amok down here. Boy, he was wrong.
Yeah, see? Terrible management skills. Not meant to be in a dungeon. Idiots.
Rex wasn't the strongest leader. Anywho. Yeah, so Rex is kind of just that charismatic but just poor management skills type. Okay, so you're in this camp. It's pretty quiet. There's a hall. The hallway continues to the north.
I would like to trot up the hallway.
And we're trotting. Hallett's going to continue inspecting the room, see what knowledge he can get about his two remaining companions.
Is that a room that no one can get into?
Didn't see that. But yes. So you come to an intersection here. The hallway to the north, I'll just tell you right now, it continues into the expanded dungeon. So it's basically a dead end. You can go to...
Just for that room that we didn't see, I got a thing that says, can see secret doors for 24 hours for cleaning an altar of a dwarven god whose name starts with a D. Is that relevant there or no?
So we're going to continue down this hallway, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yep. As you round the corner, yeah, about 50 feet from the corner, you can make out a secret door right on top of you right here.
I want to do like the thing where I stop and everyone keeps walking, but like, you guys don't see that. Are you serious? Because like I don't know what this thing is.
It's visually apparent to you.
What?
See what?
Really, we go in the first door every time. Just not this one.
It's like illuminated, and you can almost see the secret little button you have to push.
Oh, I mean, of course, if there was a door there, we'd go through it, but it's just a wall.
Augustus just click, and the.
Oh shit!
So like my turn for the sarcastic face, like back at him, like.
He learns.
Right, there's a door.
I didn't decorate this room because I knew you guys would see it. You enter a dusty room hidden behind a secret. This would have been terrible if you guys didn't have Augustus, because you would have been so mindfucked trying to find that door. Because it was here. Like, you would have had to look here. Oh, Lord. Well, since we're here, hopefully this doesn't, like, ruin everything. But let me just open the door then. Cool. You enter a dusty room hidden behind a secret door disguised to look like a plain section of the wall. Embedded in the middle of the room's north wall is a stone arch. Its frame engraved with images of falling coins.
Ooh, money.
Can I investigate the arch?
You can investigate the arch. make a check.
This is fascinating. Gus, have you seen one of these before? Something like this?
Probably not. I'm saying,
Pretty
no!
Pretty solid investigation. 21.
And the keystone of the arch is a tiny slot.
Right.
The keystone's not there, just like
The slot's maybe it's vertical. It's like maybe a couple inches high, fairly thin.
Right, we're looking for... I wonder if that's a key of some kind.
Are you telling us this information?
Yes, and it's like there's a keystone. In the keystone, there's a slot of some kind. I wonder if they stick something in there like a key.
And you can all see it now, too.
The thing has coins on it, and that looks like a coin with.
Oh, do you have a gold coin I could borrow?
Yeah, I'll pass him a gold.
Can I go like chunk?
You can. So this is a gateway arch. The arch sparks for a second and then dims down as the coin is rejected. And you hear that. Do you remember when you first came this level, you kind of heard a ghostly voice?
Uh-huh.
You can kind of feel that kind of, that wind, that kind of breeze. Like, you're not ready for this yet. Come back when you're at 8th level.
It's like the invisible wall in a video game.
Yeah, like
yeah.
This area is not yet.
Yeah, I read you the rules for that. You can make an Arcana check.
I would like to make an Arcana check.
If you do good, I'll give you more info.
That was a nat 1.
Oh, Lord.
That was a nat 1. Gerald is a little frustrated and a bit confused. I don't get it. It's like, is it greedy? Do you have to put more than one coin? It's ridiculous.
Yes, 24.
24 is good enough. You were around... Maybe you weren't... We'll pretend you were. At the first level, the party came across a broken version of this arch, which turned our drow invisible for like a day or something, or an hour. Forgot how long. And it actually...
It was supposed to be an hour.
Yeah, it misfired and hurt another party member. Inspecting the arch, you can make out enough. This type of magic, this type of arch, is like a teleportation gateway. It probably would lead somewhere else in the dungeon, possibly, and more probably requiring your 8th level deeper, much deeper into the dungeon. So,
I relay that information.
Fast travel.
Cool. Right, so... Okay, well... I mean, it's good to know that it's here.
I'm going to mentally remember where this is.
I would put this in your notes. Yeah.
As a wanderer, I have an excellent memory for maps and geography, and you can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you.
Yeah, if you guys want to use this, just let me know, and I'll guide you towards it, because it's hard to remember where these things are.
Yeah.
This particular one definitely takes you a couple levels deeper into the dungeon, at least. Appropriate to 8th level, with you're at 6, so it's not too much farther down.
I want to turn to Tristan. I was like, sorry about the coin.
And these are the type of things... Oh, you got the coin back.
Spit the coin back.
I had her spit the coin out, yeah.
Right, well, at least you didn't lose any money.
And this is something to keep an eye out for in the dungeon if you can find these hidden doors with these secret transportation things or other features that might be useful. Let's say you were trying to get the hell out of the dungeon so you could rest down the road. Okay, so you're back at this T intersection. You can head south or you can head east. Or, yeah, east.
I'd like to go east.
Right. So this one actually is a dead end. I'll save the dice rolls. This leads you farther south. South.
Gonna go south?
Yep.
South.
I feel like this parallels the other passage, doesn't it? I don't know, just get...
You have a good sense of direction. Yeah, that just basically takes you back the way you came. Okay. As you travel down this hallway, you can hear the haunting sound of a harpsichord playing kind of jaunty tune.
Oh, music.
I don't trust music in a dungeon. That just screams demons and shit.
Really? You hear music? A jaunty tune and you immediately think demons? No wonder. This isn't taking you.
It's like...
Okay, maybe not demons. Maybe definitely fae.
There's one last corner here that opens up into a bigger room.
I want to poke my head into the room.
You're gonna be the first to die, man. Like,
Probably.
I mean, I should really be the first to go in because I'm invisible.
as you poke your head around, the middle of the room is a harpsichord made entirely of bones. Even the keys are made of bones.
Ooh.
Well, the keys make sense because ivory.
And it's playing itself?
Yep.
What did I say? What did I say?
Just want to look back. You know, I built a player version of a piano once. It's really not that hard to make it play itself.
Augustus and Triss, are you taking any actions?
I would like to silently move to the other side of the room. It's dark, correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it. It's dimly lit.
Oh, okay.
There's a faint, ethereal glow coming from the harpsichord.
Okay.
I'm
trying to stick to the shadows as much as I can, but I'm moving across the room so that I'm not necessarily next to the other two.
So Triss, you do notice carved into the north wall is a single measure of musical notes that are faded and difficult to read.
I would like to cast Detect Magic.
You reveal an aura of conjuration magic around the harpsichord, as well as a smaller aura of necromancy emanating from something inside of it.
Cool. I can play the lyre, so would I recognize the musical notes?
I think so. Let's see. Does it really... Okay. Any character who has proficiency with a musical instrument can correctly play the displayed notes.
I would like to take out my lyre and pluck the notes that I see.
Well, you definitely have the tune down since you're proficient, but there's not really anything that happens.
Okay. Does it match? Like, listening to what I'm plucking, does it match what the harpsichord is playing?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I get it. So you're kind of synchronized. Yeah. So you're like, huh.
I would like to go over to the wall carving. Is it carved into the wall or just drawn on the wall?
It's carved. It's faded. It was carved, and probably there's like some faded paint in the engraved part.
I would like to just add. So on one of the notes, I'd like to add a little extra flag to the note. So if it's like a quarter note, I'd like to turn it into an eighth note, sort of thing. I'm seeing if messing with the music score affects the harpsichord.
No, the harpsichord continues to play the same song.
Okay.
Smart. I mean, that was an interesting approach there. But yeah, the harpsichord continues. You can kind of see. Does anyone want to make like a medicine check? Actually, Triss, make a medicine check. Because you're seeing the notes and you're looking at the harpsichord as it's playing.
Yeah. That would be Hey, where's my medicine?
And this is spooky as fuck.
19.
Good enough. You can make a way that... So you can make out that the keys... the harpsichord is made entirely of bones, and you can identify human, dwarf, ogre, and halfling finger bones for the keys, specifically finger bones. And the music is... Sorry, when I said jaunty, it was actually supposed to be quite somber, so more funeral than jaunty. Dude, that's cool.
And tell Triss, like, I am not proficient in music. Are the notes on the wall the same as what it's playing?
The notes on the wall are the same, and I'm going to take out the lyre and pluck the same ones.
You're getting more familiar with this. You probably, with your proficiency in music, would be able to play the harpsichord very well.
Yeah, I'm going to... Is there, like a stick or something? Or
It would not require me to ask you to make a check to play that harpsichord.
Yeah, I still don't trust the harpsichord.
That's fine.
Is the...
No, you would...
Can I
it's... There's chords.
Yeah. Can I...
Oh, the harpsichord isn't playing itself?
Can I take the butt of my sword and break off pieces of bone from the harpsichord?
You're just gonna attack it now?
Well, no, my thought is that if I play it, like, the freaking keys are made from finger bones. That to me just says you play it and your finger comes off.
It's coming from the person who lost their hand for quite a few sessions.
Yeah, I'm not willing to lose my fingers playing this thing. I would like to, but what I want to try is I want to try breaking off some of these bone pieces and then, like, tie them onto my fingers. So I have, like, extensions. So when it grabs my fingers, it grabs the bone that I broke off of it.
Instead of breaking bone, can we just, like, get some wood?
Do we have it?
I mean, there's barrels all over this place. Backtrack a little bit.
Augustus, you actually do have, not necessarily wood, but there was something you picked up not too long ago.
Oh, the silverware!
Oh yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
Just love I love your character so much.
The harpsichord with the silverware.
I mean,
he's like rummaging around his adventurer's pack, and you can clearly hear the silverware rattling around in there.
that one's mine. Sorry, so.
The teacher would be rolling her eyes at this technique.
I mean, happily, I'll break up a torch that has a wooden handle, so you can get a bunch of pieces of wood. So you get all your fingers, instead of like one or two.
This sounds like a survival check.
Well, I think you got a whole bunch of silverware, didn't you?
Is this a me survival check?
Whoever's fashioning these appendages.
I'll fashion them. Yeah, because it's +5. $11.
It's not the best, but you can kind of... You're like tying these knots like with your teeth. It's not
by like the time I did my right hand first, and now I'm like, I'm ambidextrous, but like...
Yeah, you can add advantage to that survival check if someone's helping you.
As you
see Triss struggling.
It was a little better. It's 14.
Yeah, you're gloved up. You have these now longer fingeries things. Probably looks pretty creepy.
I'm gonna just floating salad fingers at you, and then I'm going to...
Yes, lovely. I'm sure they're just all the rage.
And then I will play the tune on the harpsichord.
Any character who has proficiency with musical instrument can correctly play the displayed notes on the bone harpsichord. As you play the tune, you get through the bar. notice there's a decorative skull above the keys that fades away, revealing a box containing some treasure. It's a scroll that's wrapped in a very delicate gold seal.
How big is this box?
You could reach your hand in and pick the scroll out. Well, maybe
Hey,
not you. You would probably want a smaller hand at this point because you have your salad fingers.
I'll do that.
I was gonna say mage handy person. Can you mage hand
Oh,
it
actually,
out?
that's even better.
I'm thinking like when you put your hand in for the treasure, that's when it goes.
That's when it gets you.
That's actually what I'm thinking.
So mage hand.
Okay, easy enough. Augustus, you're able to navigate the hand in, and just scroll slowly floats out, carried by your hand.
All right.
Yep.
Cool.
Are you gonna
Yeah, I mean, I'll just float it over myself, I
What's the
guess,
second
and
one?
look at it.
inspecting
I'm gonna
the
back away
scroll
before I
reveals
do
this is a scroll of Raise the Dead.
Ooh. Hell yeah.
Oh.
And I'm not going to tell you guys what would have happened otherwise till after the stream.
Good, good.
'Cause it was fucking hilarious.
I just want to turn to Tris. See, that went well. We got something useful and
Yep.
a lovely tune.
Yep, you're
It's
welcome.
depressing, but
You're very welcome.
yeah, actually, you know, I'll
Curiosity killed the cat, you know.
I'll hit this.
I'm gonna take the salad fingers off and throw them at him.
Brilliant! I've had worse.
She takes
You
the
need to
last
work
one
on-
off and just throws it just throws it at you, Gerald.
Like, I'm only a little less charismatic than you. We're both kind of just bad with people.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Does this one also require a wizard to like fill in the gaps? Or
No, this is a ready to go scroll. Yeah. So the one earlier, I kind of just went with that was not in the book. I just felt like there was something doable, like a damaged scroll. That's pretty reasonable to find. This is a ready to go Raise the Dead spell scroll,
Cool.
Awesome.
which could come in handy. And yeah, and the spooky music just continues. You know.
Yeah. Consider me spooked.
It's pretty fucking spooky. Harpsichord.
Yeah, dimly lit room with this going off. Yeah. All right, we got what we came for.
I can probably just fast travel you guys back to the so that's basically the end of this wing of the dungeon. You explored now this other laboratory area. You found the Hallister puppet. There's this camp that had been busted up by the fine fellows of Daggerford, and you even found the mysterious harpsichord, which I was really surprised that you guys even took a chance on that.
What possible bad thing could have happened? I'm sure I've been fine.
Yeah, so if the saving throw fails, so first of all, you'd had to make a performance check, then a saving throw. Then if the saving throw failed, you would have taken 4d10 necrotic damage, and the flesh of your hands is eaten away, leaving bleached, white, but functional skeletal hands.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah,
You've melted all the flesh off of your hands.
but they would have still worked. It would have just
You just had
hurt.
like creepy bone hands.
That's creepy as
And
fuck.
taking 4d10.
I
is
know,
probably
I
it.
don't even know why.
Ow.
The room was titled Music of the Dead.
Yeah, see, this is why I have trust issues.
See,
Yeah,
we
but we
don't
don't
want-
know that.
We don't know that.
But something bad, you had a feeling as characters that something very bad would have happened if somebody not
yeah,
proficient with music.
These were made of fingers. I don't trust putting my hand into anything that the keys were made of fingers.
Say no. I'm glad you guys caught that detail. Like, I think that's part of some of these traps. Is like, because if you inspect a thing and you notice like, oh, finger bones, and it's a piano.
I'm gonna go put my fingers on it.
Yeah.
I'm sure that'll only go well.
You're probably noticing the theme. Oh my god, Chris Perkins, what a twisted mind. I mean, creepy harpsichord. Okay, so I think that's where we're kind of leaving off for now.
Yeah, we don't want to die.
No.
No, perfect timing. And it's 8 o'clock, so it's... Oh.
In the dungeon, last thing, can we go find a room we can hang out in for a long rest? Basically, all my high-level spells are gone.
Yeah, so your best bet... okay, so think about this. Like, one of those was Xanathar Camp. So your probability... You're going to need, I think, 16 hours, because you did half an adventuring day, so you guys really have to post up. Your best bet would probably be that one Alchemist lab. This would be your second day of food rations.
Back to the kitchen.
Yeah. Or even the bedroom, as long as you don't mess with that summoning circle.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Nobody summon him back, please.
I think this would be reasonably safe. You could barricade the door. You could use that silverware, actually, to barricade the door.
And then after, so once we have to hang out for 8 hours, and then we have to take our rest for 8 hours, correct?
Yeah.
So after we hang out for 8 hours and before we take our rest, I'm going to cast Alarm on the door.
Yep. And this would also give Augustus time to finish his scroll for that not healing word. What the fuck was it?
Yeah, it was Cure Wounds.
Cure Wounds, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have a little downtime. Yeah, you're going through your second day of rations. I think you found some rations last session, though, too.
We did.
So you have a... I'm guessing... Ashlyn, have you read up on this at all?
I have not at all. I haven't made people dungeon crawl before, so...
Yeah. I'm guessing that you would probably pack maybe 5 days of rations, and you have access to water still through the...
Yeah, because we found the well.
Yeah. Because during that 8 hours, you'd probably be able to kind of roam this wing without much issue.
Yeah.
It's mostly kind of hanging out, maybe play a couple games of cards, that sort of thing.
Play a jaunty lyre tune.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, they'll give everybody a long rest, and we'll nope. Yeah, okay, cool. All right. Not even a giant spider.